Hey folks, so I know I said I was gonna wait a couple days, but I've been thinking about this all day at work. Came home, I thought I might have an idea, and then I went out to the front, and the collector was sitting on the porch from UPS. So I looked at it for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, and decided to run out to the garage and spend 3 hours, I guess, after work. Real quick stop for dinner. Um, and then went right back to it. And I've decided, let me turn this around real quick. Um, so I put everything back together as far as the radiator core support, and let me show you what I did. And I'll start with the cool stuff, I guess. So I've got the new header pipe sitting with the collector, which needs to be shortened just a little bit. It's basically where it needs to go. It's mostly welded up. The fourth pipe where the compressor is, and you can kind of see it in there now. So I have it all in. You can kind of see where it is. So I've got it basically going right by it, not touching. So compressor's in, and my custom header pipe is in. So then I decided, well, might as well run all the AC lines. So these are just mocked up, just finger tight, no seals. I have to still do all that. So that's in. So there's no question that AC lines are run. And while I was there, the turbo. All right, so the turbo's not actually, it's just kind of sitting in the air. It's pinched up against like the AC lines, but generally speaking, I think that's where the turbo is going to go. And it's kind of going to, interweave with the AC lines. So let me see if I can get everything pointed out. So the turbo pipe is going to come up right here. And then there, this is 2.5-inch pipe that's right there, right? So there should be plenty of room. I've got these bellows that I'm going to put in the pipe, and then that allow me to fix this turbo hard to the chassis, and then this will allow the exhaust and header pipe to move so it won't crack, right? So I got one for each side, also 2.5. And then the exhaust looks like it will go pretty close to the AC lines back there and the two water lines for heat. What I may do, there's a bracket back here that I'm not going to be using. I don't know if you can see that back upper set of bolt holes on the very, very back there. That top gusset, I guess, or the mount point is the lower upper control arm, or the low setting for the upper control arm if you're going to really lower the truck, which I'm not. I did it with the spindles, so I really don't need that. If I cut that off, I can actually run the exhaust right through there, which would give me a little bit more room there. So the big thing is that this is the tight side, and I think these are all the main lines that are going to be in the way. Everything else is water, and that can get moved around if I need to. And if anything else, I think it all kind of gets pressed up in that area right there where that bolt is kind of sitting out, and that's not going to affect me any. And then the cold charge pipe will go straight down and then into the intercooler, I believe. I've still got to open that up and see if that's that's how that intercooler is. I may actually be buying another intercooler, but my goal is to get the turbos mounted, obviously first. I am going to take probably a pause on the turbos because I think tomorrow the fluid and the bolts and all that stuff to put the transmission in will all be here. So I'll switch gears now that I know it's physically possible to get that turbo put in there, and there's room. the driver's side, air quotes, should be much easier than the passenger side. It looks like there's a lot more room, but I still got to build that header. So that'll take the most time. But I'm thinking we've recovered from the implosion, a night's sleep, and go to work and think about something else, sort of. And then having a part in hand to actually do some work was most helpful. So creative juices flowing tonight. I'm gonna call this day 5.5 since I spent about 3 hours, I guess, on it. And maybe tomorrow I'll take another half day off and we'll see what other parts show up. So talk to you soon.